So the leader of the other half of the coalition, the NDP's Jack Layton, are you feeling a little less love tonight from your Liberal partners?
No, I just took the train down with Olivia from Ottawa, so I'm feeling totally loved. You know
what I'm getting at.
Yes, and I do take a couple of things from what Mr. Ignatieff has said. He's pointed out that he doesn't see any reason to renegotiate the agreement that we came up with, and I think that's important. That's an agreement, and I hope people will look at it on the internet, as he invited people to. It's available on our website for sure. It outlines a strategy for the economic crisis that we're in, one that I think a lot of people would be excited to see actually happen. Infrastructure investment, transit, it even has a child care component. It's really solid stuff, environmental initiatives and so on.
But are they still, are the Liberals, in your view, still as on board as they were a week ago under Stéphane Dion? Is there wiggle room there now when you listen to Michael Ignatieff?
It feels to me as though there's a level of commitment like we saw when the members of Parliament signed the letter to the Governor-General. I take it that everyone signed that document very sincerely. We certainly did, to say that Stephen Harper, even though he won't let us vote non-confidence, we want to show that he hasn't got the confidence of the majority of the members of Parliament, because despite what he said time and time again about the economy, he's refused to take action. And I don't mind saying, I watched your interview last night, and you were talking about a speech he made in Welland. And I immediately thought of it, because I was visiting Welland at the same time. 850 people had just been thrown out of work at John Deere, despite having had the benefits of a corporate tax cut. And it seems to me the Prime Minister is still in denial about this economic crisis, and that's what worries me, and why I think the confidence has been lost.
The Liberals now seem to, he's making it very clear, he wants to hear what's in the budget. He's not going to give a blanket, we're voting against it no matter what, because we don't trust Harper. He wants to see the budget. He wants to see the numbers. Are you still where you were last week, saying, I don't care what's in the budget, we're voting against this government because I don't trust him?
I can accept what Mr. Ignatieff is saying. He's a new leader of the party, and he wants to look at what the Prime Minister presents. I've been working with Mr. Harper now for quite a few years, and I've lost confidence. I've lost a sense of trust that he'll do what he said. He didn't do it on the election law. He didn't even do it on the previous budgets. If you look, he said there'd be lots of money for infrastructure. Most of that money is still sitting in the federal bank account. It hasn't made it to the mayors and councillors who have projects they could be working on right now. So I've lost that sense.
This has become an issue of trust for you.
Yes.
But when did I thought this was about the economy. Now it's evolved to trust. I mean, you said it. There are hundreds, thousands of people out of work. There's a crisis in the economy.
That's for sure.
And Canadians are looking to Ottawa to do something about it.
Yes, they are.
You've now shifted the issue to, I don't trust the guy anymore.
Well, I don't trust him to do what's needed for the economy, despite what he says.
And you don't know what he's going to do until you see his plan.
Well, he said we needed significant stimulus just a few weeks ago. And then he had an economic statement that instead poked fingers in the eyes of the opposition parties and took away labor's right to strike and women's right to appeal for fair pay.
He's pulled that off the table, and he says, let me show you on budget day, and you don't even want to look at what he's going to do.
The people I talk to, the people who are losing their jobs, they don't trust him. I don't trust him. I think we need a new direction. I hope that the pressure from the activities of the past couple of weeks change the direction that he's going to go. I mean, will a miracle happen? We are in that season when we think about miracles. Will we have a miracle budget? Well, I guess we'll have to talk if that happens. I'm not expecting it.
I got only a few seconds left. You've got you saying you don't trust him. You've got Michael Ignatieff suggesting he may have cooked the books. And you've got the Prime Minister saying, you guys are conspiring against him. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not changing my view. And you've got Canadians, many of them, going, what's going on there? They all sound loopy. They're supposed to be working together, trying to fix things. But there's no faith there.
Well, we have three parties ready to work together. I think that says something positive. Unfortunately, Mr. Harper hasn't agreed. I sat down with him for an hour and a half, Peter, and I laid out the details of what I thought should happen in the economy.
This is the last time round.
No, this is just about 4 weeks ago.
Okay.
And then on your show last night, he claimed that the opposition had never presented any ideas to him. I mean, this is how unfortunately Mr. Harper is operating. He says it's wrong to meet with Mr. Duceppe. I was at the table when he met with Mr. Duceppe to talk about doing very much the same kind of thing as the other parties are doing today.
You guys should have taken cameras in there, because you all seem to have different views exactly.
Well, nobody's, apparently they weren't taping it like they do our caucus meetings. I don't know.
All right. Okay, we've got to leave it at that. Jack Layton, appreciate you coming in tonight.
Thank you, Peter.